Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for November 2019. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided always. You may be in love with a Pisces, Pisces is in love with you, or you have planets in the sign of Pisces. So whatever brought you, welcome. I hope you received your message today. This is an intuitive tarot read, which I mean we go off my intuition, but we also go off the basic meaning of the cards. I just let it flow. I just go with the flow. This is a time when you just want to try to quiet your mind. Feel free to invite your guides in and ask for signs of confirmation if a message is for you. Could be the whole reading. It could be bits and pieces, right? Maybe answering a question. We can talk about one scenario, but there can be many different forms of that. You'll know. That's the best way. You'll know. You'll know if it's for you. But ask for signs of confirmation. And let's begin. I don't know why I said it like that. What's going on, Pisces? Like, let's begin. Like I'm about to find something out. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. I can hear some type of equipment. I gotta get some oil on that window. Okay, I don't want to be distracted by it. I want to think about you and only you. All of a sudden, it's just so noisy outside. It's like I can hear jackhammers and just noises that I would not normally hear around here, like I was at a construction site. Some of you may be in this type of energy where it's like, I just want quiet. I want peace and quiet. It's almost like you have to learn to allow it to become a rhythm. We open with the Chariot, card of Cancer. This is card of movement. It's also the card of balance. Light and dark, dark and light. We have the Six of Swords, so, this is clear movement here. I mean, this is movement. It's showing, gaining a sense of balance, right? I gain a sense of balance. I'm sure we'll find out how you gained it and what it's going to mean going forward, but the one thing it is showing is the movement forward, and I feel like when I move forward, I have less and less baggage, right? So clearly I'm in the energy of letting go of certain things that just don't, they don't have a place in your life anymore. If you're unsure what that is, it's whatever you find a lot of resistance against. You know, if you keep coming up against resistance, then that may mean that, you know, it's just not, those two energies aren't harmonic. It's funny because I feel like the woman in the Six of Swords card, I feel like she's heading to a place that's much quieter, much more peaceful. So it's funny that I was feeling that, because I feel like that's what she's heading towards. More than that, but there's a sense that where I'm going will offer me some type of peace, maybe even quiet. Peace and quiet. Okay, we got a lot of cards, but these may be all we need. I'm going to take this one. Oh, there's two here. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. So, someone was feeling a little bored in their surroundings, you know, not feeling great, maybe feeling stifled, right? Feeling even emotionally stifled. We have the Four of Pentacles. Someone is moving from their home. We have the Nine of Cups, which I love because it's coming under the Six of Swords. So this is about you moving forward, and it's showing what exists, right? What exists on there. Well, what exists when I get there. And it's the 9. And look, we go from the 6 to the 9. All right, we jump ahead 3. But this is showing me moving into a period where you feel good. You feel good within your own skin. You have emotional clarity, and you know, if you don't, you're not even caring. You know, because you're thinking about you now. You know, am I physically moving from a relationship, or doesn't have to be a relationship, though it does have a lot of emotions attached to it. It certainly looks like I am moving. And not just moving, but I'm moving for a reason. I'm moving because I'm feeling maybe bored in my life, unfulfilled. I'm feeling unfulfilled, right? And I want to be fulfilled. Here's the Nine of Cups. That's what I want. But for many of you, it then requires a move. But I feel like you want to, with the Chariot showing up first. Like whatever this movement is, I know you want it. And not only do I know you want it, I know that you're understanding with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups here. I think you're really understanding about energy and how the balance of, you know, our negative and positive, you know, our shadow and light, how it's not about like diminishing, is that the right word? Diminish the darkness completely, right? No, you learn, you know, I mean, think about the lessons that the darkness brought you. Think about the growth that the darkness brought you, right? It was tough and everything, and that's why we call it dark. But nonetheless, it was probably the best school that we've had here on Earth. And part of that school is learning how to get out of it, right? How to graduate. And that's what it feels like. It feels like graduating, right? You know, but it's not a rush. It just feels, I'm kind of feeling, maybe I'm feeling the flow. I feel the flow because I don't feel like there is resistance going forward. I'm not even seeing fear. I'm seeing the willingness to let this go, okay? Whether I need to stop, try to get emotional clarity over it, or I just need to be like, maybe it's just more than I know right now. So, no sense thinking about it. Let's keep going. Look at this. We have the wheel. Well, my loves, you know, whatever is coming up is meant to come up. I often feel the wheel is a sign of good luck, right? It's not in reverse. It's good luck. So that tells me what's coming up should be good energy. And I know it's good energy because it sits next to the Nine of Cups. And honestly, I feel like sometimes before you can live in the Ten of Cups, you have to live a little bit in the Nine of Cups. So I need to live in the energy of thinking about me, of my emotional happiness. You know, what brings me joy? What brings me joy? You know, you could say I'm being selfish, but no, I'm just being true to me. You know, I'm putting me back on the top. You know, and from there, I learn a lot, right? I'm absorbing the love of the universe too, because I'm very open here. Maybe I'm not open to romantic love yet, but it doesn't mean I'm not open to the love of the universe, right? And maybe you need a little time there to just like, you know, refuel your engine. We have the Page of Pentacles. Could be a younger earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could also be of an earlier time, you know, when we were teenagers, something like that. But it's also the energy of it. We have the King of Cups under the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. So it's like you're filling up your gas tank. Right, because after that we have the Two of Wands. Okay, I'm ready for another adventure. Right, I've been in the Nine of Cups. I'm feeling good, right? I'm feeling, maybe I'm feeling healthy. The person in this card doesn't really look too healthy, so to me that may be like, you know, don't stay in here for the rest of your life. This is just a point to, you know, fill that gas tank back up, right? And it has your energy, King Cups, right underneath it. So you know it's for you, Pisces. Now, it could, if you're intuitively guided, it could be a Scorpio. Also, it could be Cancer, and we do have Cancer on the board up top, so we know Cancer is involved for some. Anyways, filling up my tank. If this is someone I'm interested in, then I may need to give them a little time. Because truthfully, it's only going to benefit you in the long run. But this is also being in tune with my intuition here. And that's why I'm kind of going with the flow. Just be careful I don't stay in this, you know, the filling station. Don't stay too long, right? Don't let the cup start overflowing. Because there's more. There's more. And we have the Page of Wands following that. So this is something, look, he's looking right back at this 2. You guys see that? He's looking right back at the 2. Boy, we're getting a lot of cards, guys. We're going to take them. Alright. Page of Wands, looking back, he's not really looking at the Two of Wands. You know, it's not really someone waiting to see what you're going to do. Could be. But it looks more about this guy is trying to, he's like taking a moment. He's taking a moment before he starts to do something that he's passionate about. And I want to say, I feel like also, and I'm jumping to the bottom, I don't know why, but I feel like also this is about, you know, what does my future self want? Kind of like this is your future self showing me to look back. And when I look back, I hit the Page of Pentacles. So that's the energy of learning, right? Whether maybe it was a time when I was in school. You know, I was in college, I was in a trade school, I was in something, maybe I was an apprentice, right? Because I was in the period of learning how to really build up my foundation. But it was a time when that was important, right? Doesn't mean you couldn't party and all that stuff, right? Certainly could have. But nonetheless, I feel like it's about looking back, because there's something back there that, let's say on a soul's level, you want to bring to your future. Okay, and then we have two cards here who wanted to be seen last. Look at this. I have the Lovers and I have the Two of Pentacles. Typical Pisces reading, right? It has to have love. The Lovers. Wow. So, card of Gemini, first of all. The meaning of the card can be a head over heart decision, right? I am trying to make a decision over someone, and you have the Two of Pentacles there too. So, the Two of Pentacles is, sometimes I feel like it's the energy of, I got a lot of things going on in my life right now. Do I also want to add in this? Do I also want to add in love, right? Do I also want to get in a relationship? Some of you, you have your finances on your mind. You're in the building mode. And, some of you may be finding a partnership within business that feels magical, that feels like you will feed off each other beautifully. Just feels natural. I feel like it's two people. And I'm not thinking romance, but I feel like it don't matter, because I feel like this is a soul member. This is someone, this is a soulmate. I just don't know if it's a romantic soulmate. Not at this point, let's just say. This is more about how we get each other and we can feed off each other and we inspire each other. I don't know, like, this feels like a great partnership is going to do tremendous things. Okay, because the flow is so great. It's clear. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out more. And for others of you, I'm sure it has to do with love. Maybe someone in particular. Again, it is a Gemini, stands for a Gemini. Certainly doesn't have to be Gemini. Okay, we will bring out the other deck and figure out more there. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy. This is the underlying energy. This shows me, look at this. Wow. Okay. Boy, this shows me you purposely concentrating on something that has to do with your foundation, your financial foundation. I'm saying financial. It could be my home. I'm doing, but it feels like something substantial, and asking, looking for maybe spiritual guidance, looking for guidance on it, right? Now, I want to remind you, when I go into this hermit mode, which I definitely feel like this is where you've been in some form, when I come out, I come out with the light. I come out to illuminate, right? Maybe I help illuminate for others. Because, in a way, I feel like we're always serving the collective. Even if we're serving ourselves, we're serving the collective, right? Because if I keep myself in a state of joy, well, that's only going to help the collective's total energy, right? I'm adding a little bit more joy into the mix instead of more anger and hate into the mix, right? It's up to me when I want to put out there in the universe, and don't think it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is about shining the light on something, but it's also, something, a light being shown for you, a direction. I kind of like what's happening here. Where did I take this at? Oh, it was on the bottom of the deck. So many of you may still be in this hermit mode, right? I'm still searching. I'm still, but this is also including my spirituality. This is not about being in my head. Now, I can think things over, but my head's not rolling, right? This is about intuition. This is about asking for guidance and receiving it, but I need to put myself in the receiving mode. Hermit is the receiving mode. I'm ready to receive what I need to know. And listen, it's already showing me that as you emerge from the Hermit, you move into a very smooth type of energy. Smooth jazz. Okay, we're going to use a crystal vision because these two decks have been working beautifully for November. So, why fix it if it ain't broke? You know, I feel like I'm seeing an equal number of odd numbers and equal numbers. You know, like pretty fair, 50-50. So that tells me balance is big. And the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We'll see if that comes back out. It probably will. Okay. Let's figure out how I can make some room for myself so I don't drive myself. The Virgo in me goes crazy if the cards are just everywhere. But, you know, sometimes that's how it has to be. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Look at the bottom of the deck now. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, opportunity's on its way for you. And clearly it's something that you want. Because this is you asking for it. Asking how. How can I get there? Look at that. We have the Eight of Swords on the Chariot. Opposite energies, right? Completely opposite energies. So why do we have a fear? You know, this is fear of movement. I'm afraid to move. I'm afraid to move forward. Maybe I'm afraid I can't gain that balance that I keep hearing that I need. You know, I don't want you to freak out about that. It's not about gaining a perfect... I don't need those scales to be 50-50, right? They're allowed to, like, move in the wind, like, up and down. It's just... That's flow, right? It's flow. It's just... I learn how I react when it's, you know, when it's... The scales are tipped down. When I learn my part in it, or, you know, like the Hermit, that even in the darkness, I still have this light, right? And as I become more spiritually aware, this is exactly what I'm learning. I'm learning this. So, you know, because I feel like the fear is, can I get to this point? Can I get to this state of mind? And I want to say, don't shoot for perfection. Shoot for the best you can at the moment, right? But if I'm conscious of, am I in light energy or am I in dark energy? And if I'm in dark energy, what's really the best way for me to get out? Let's be real with myself, right? I need to be really real with myself so I can get myself out of it, right? Instead of living in it again. Maybe I've been in it for so long. Sandy, it feels good sometimes. I can't lie. Sometimes it just feels good. Right? It's the energy of feeling comfortable, right? And change can be scary. Change can be scary. Some of you, it is, your fear is of letting go what it is you need to let go of. You know, you have 8 swords, and after the Chariot, it goes down to 2. So you drop 2 swords. Tells me 2 things got to go away. I'm sorry. 2 things have to go away, and one of them may be a home. But listen, I feel like if you move, it's because you want to. I don't feel like I'm being forced at all. Not at all. Because it opens with the beautiful energy of the Chariot. So no one's forcing me here. This is what I want, right? This is what I'm asking for. Maybe this is what I've been praying for. And the Ace of Pentacles is about your material world. So maybe I am looking for enlightenment, but I'm also looking for money, you know? Maybe I'm looking for awareness, but I also need a home. That type of thing. So I need them both. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see. You know, I have no doubt that you come out of that. If you're still in it, I have no doubt that you'll be out of it. I really don't. With the cards that I'm seeing, no, you know. Because, you know, I feel like you're tired of it, number one. You're tired of it. You're bored in it, right? But there's a sense of comfort. Yet you are bored in it. It's showing us you're bored. It's showing us that you want to change. You know, it's asking us, or it's showing us that, you know, here's this Ace of Cups in the Four of Cups. Here's this ace, single ace behind her, right, that she's not seeing. She's not allowing herself to feel the possibility of it, right? But yet, the Hermit is showing us that there is something coming. There's something coming. So for some of you, it may be the Ace of Cups. So deep down, I want it, right? Deep down, this is, deep down, but it's, you know, it requires you coming out of your comfort zone is what it does, but it shows you enjoy pretty darn quickly. Okay, anyway. The Seven of Wands. I felt this energy in another reading. You know, I feel like I'm defending what I want to do, where I want to go, maybe who I want to be with. You know, I'm in, for some reason, you're in some type of defensive mode over this movement. You know, maybe people are telling you you'll never get as balanced as you need to get balanced to fulfill a dream, and it's not true, but maybe you're hearing that. I do feel like you are becoming stronger. Like in my defense, I'm becoming stronger. Where before I may have felt attacked by it, now I feel like maybe because I'm becoming wiser. I'm just becoming wiser with the Hermit here. Not only may I become wiser, but I'm feeling, you know, I'm reminded that I'm not just this human skeleton, right? I am spirit. I'm soul, right? So I start to feel that, which, by the way, is what helps you in the Chariot to find the ultimate balance. Anyway, so I start to feel that. Same with the Hermit. I start to feel the universe's love and the universe's help within me, and that allows me to rise up a little bit taller than them, right? A little bit louder than them. But when I come to the table, you know, when I voice my opinion, I'm voicing it from, I don't know if I want to say experience, maybe, but I feel like I'm voicing it from knowledge, wisdom, but also a knowing. So maybe I don't know what lies ahead, right? Maybe somebody's like, I don't want you to go until you tell me what lies ahead. Well, I don't know what lies ahead, but I still feel like I gotta go. All right? I just feel called to it. I can't explain it. You know, so you get opposition. Well, that's just stupid. That's ridiculous, you know? And you're like, whatever. I know what I know. I know what I know. And I know that abundance is waiting for me. And it's showing us that. And by the way, that longing you have, that yearning you have, it is destiny. Here it is. So now you can put a name to it. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you, you know, you're just used to the same old people, same old people, same old people. And I feel like, you know, like I would like to change my, maybe not just my location, but my group of people. And it could be, you know, their opinions aren't just, their morals and their opinions aren't matching. You guys aren't matching any longer, right? Because here you again, the Hermit tells me that, you know, your vibration is going to increase, right? It's going to increase the right word. You know, you're being enlightened. And those who are not enlightened may find that hard energy. They come up against you. And you know why? Because a lot of times they start to feel bad about themselves. And we don't mean that, right? It's not what we mean. I'm just telling you what I believe in, right? Where my morals stand. Anyway, I feel like, you know, I'd like to just leave them all behind and start new. Start new. Start new, but yet there's something that I'm bringing back, I feel, from the past. May even been something I went to school for and then I didn't pursue. Okay, let's keep going. We'll find out. Some of you are trying to figure out who or if someone is, let's say, a twin flame. That's your question. Are they, aren't they? Do I, don't I? Okay, but we'll come back to that. I just saw that. All right, well, hello. 2 cups and the Magician. So, hello. Listen, when I'm bored, I have someone on my mind. And if it's not someone in particular, I have love on my mind. I have what love could be, what I feel love could be. This is you. This is showing me. Because the Magician is you. The magician comes out to remind you that you have this ability, right? You have this ability. The 2 of Cups to me is a soulmate energy. May not be to everyone, but to me it's a soulmate energy. And by the way, when you're doing your own reading, you don't have to know what something means. What does it make you feel? Because that's what it means then for that day, for that reading. Okay? Okay, anyway. This is you wanting to manifest, you know, I don't know if I'm going to say the perfect love, but at least soulmate energy. So this is you thinking about it, right? I feel actually this is more here because there seems to be a void, and it does seem tied to where I live. There seems to be a void in me. It feels like it's in me that, and it may be just people around me too. It may be everything, my environment, but it's ultimately the void in me. God, what was I going to say? I don't know. Sorry. That happens to me all the time. So anyway, you know, I'm seeing her like looking down. So I'm definitely thinking about love. Maybe thinking about a person in particular. Or I'm just thinking about how I feel love should be, how I want love to be. I do feel if this is related to love for you, because for some of you it's career and some of you it's love. This is love. It's again showing me the fear of movement forward. Because one of your fears is how other people will react, how other people will see it. I'm not sure why, but nonetheless it's here. So it is other people's opinions. And that is affecting you in some way. Matter of fact, it may be what's kind of holding you down. I mean, you know, this could be energy. People saying, you know, you're not good enough to do that. You know, I want to be a singer. Well, you have a horrible voice when you don't. You know, you know, I want to go live in the country and write a book. I need peace and quiet around me. Well, you know, who do you think you are, an author? You know, how are you going to write a book? Yeah, but you know within, right? And maybe you even got training in it. You know, because my soul knows that I can do this. People around me may not know. And they certainly aren't wishing me well. It doesn't mean everyone, right? And listen, for some of you, maybe you're not even telling anyone because you have a fear of what they're going to say, right? So I have a certain direction I would love to go, right? I would love to go. Matter of fact, I'm praying to go. You know, but if I bring it out, I already know that people are going to shoot it down. Maybe they'll say I'm being selfish, right? Maybe they'll say I'm being selfish. And look, and all of a sudden this king looks like he's defeated. So that tells me there's a chance this king absorbs their energy and then stays in the Eight of Swords. So don't let that be you. Okay, don't let it be you. So no matter what, no matter how the opposition comes to you, you need to be aware, okay? You just need to be aware. You like stand up and just be aware. Doesn't mean battle. I don't see any energy of battling anyone. It's more the energy of I'm just walking away from him. I'm leaving it away. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort. Okay? I don't want to start moving into like the Nine of Swords here, where, listen, I could end up on medication just to give me a normal life, that type of thing. So just keep all that in mind, guys, okay? Because fear is over the movement. Why? Because part of it is what other people will think or say about it, their action towards it. Nonetheless, you go anyway. You can go anyway, okay? You can go anyway. Well, of course you can go anyway. You can do whatever you want. I don't see many restrictions here against it except for other people. Okay. Well, that was a long time on that. So we have Two Cups and the Magician. So manifesting, right? I'm sure this goes over here because, again, I have the Hermit looking down at the Lover. So for someone, I am thinking about a particular person. I'm thinking about a type of connection that I had once felt. Whether it's this lifetime, whether it's 20 lifetimes ago, it's a connection that, once it was felt, it was felt. Anyway, and I am talking about the connection. So I'm not talking about, oh, I met this good-looking person and, it was fun. I am talking about, when him and I looked each other in the eyes, I kind of knew there was just something, right? There was something. When we touched, when we kissed, there was something that's been different than everything else. Now listen, it doesn't have to be fireworks, but there's something. There's just something that is different. So don't always think it's going to be like, oh my God, well, I didn't feel fireworks, but that's okay. Maybe you are entering in a type of relationship where it is the conversation, the loyalty, and the just like we're best friends. We are everything to each other, and we love each other. But there may not be fireworks. Don't discredit that because that's quite beautiful too. Maybe that means that some of you, this person has a hard time expressing the fireworks. Getting to that, allowing themselves to get to that point. Maybe they're just not made that way. But nonetheless, I don't want to discredit, okay, because, I'm discrediting a lifelong lover and best friend when I do that. So, somebody needed to hear that. Or wanted to hear that. I should say, I think they wanted to hear that. You might even do full moon rituals, and you may have done more than one, and part of it may be some type of a love ritual. I know that is not for everyone, but I know that's for someone. It's part of how you feel you manifest. It's what makes you feel good, and if it makes you feel good, then it throws your beautiful energy into the universe, right? So chances of you manifesting are very, very well. So don't discredit that either. Okay, let's keep going. We'll keep building up over here. I have a feeling that's going to be like our finale. Okay, well, I know what's going on up there. Turn that over. So let's move down to the next row. Someone may be taking a job back in their hometown, or you may be leaving your hometown for a job or for school. Training, let's say. Or school. Feels like it would be something new, though. Like a different element to you. Though I do feel like you've gone through some type of training. Okay. I have the 10 of Swords. Yikes. I have Justice. That is a card of Libra. I have a feeling, I am divorcing someone here. I have a feeling for someone what's required, or I know for me to move into the Chariot energy, which is really the energy of where my dreams lie, right? Where my dreams lie. Part of the 2 swords that I'm letting behind is a relationship. With Justice coming out there, it just makes me feel like a divorce, okay? But it is the, you know, I feel like it's in my home, though, because it's over the 4 of Pentacles, so I feel like it's in my home. Let's see, look at that, with the Ace of Wands, so I'm getting a new beginning here. I'm getting a new beginning after this 10 of Swords. It coming to an end, okay? I can't help but feel it's through divorce, through a separation. When I say separation, why I say that is because I do feel like some of our things may be together. I don't know. Let's keep going. So I have the end of that. And maybe I should just let that be. It's just the end of that, right? It's whatever it is, it's the end of it, okay? And then the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands always reminds me that I just have to reach out for it because it is a passion. You know, I'm moving into a chapter of my life where now passion leads. So what am I passionate about? You know, it's even touching the 9 of Cups. So definitely, what is it that I am passionate about? And this is what I then start moving forward in. That's the type of energy I move forward in. It's quite nice. Well, it's quite beautiful, especially if you're just coming from that 10 of Swords, right? Feeling stabbed in the back. Horrible communication around me. Horrible, hurtful things being said. You know, things that you just don't know if you could ever recover from, right? But Justice says, make a clean cut of it, right? Cut it. Let it go. Find a balance within it, something. Because there's opportunity that awaits. You know, don't forget about what's holding you back. I had the 7 of Wands up there earlier, so I know outside forces, you know, want to stop this Chariot energy. Why? Because some people don't like other people in a higher vibration. They can't hang on. They can't hang on. But that's not your problem. Your problem is to take that, not problem. Your solution, I think, is to take the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Wands. So grab that passion. Just like it's like your future self is telling you that. That's what I feel this person is, your future self. But looking back, reminding you of, you know, maybe what you were built for. Some of you, that's your word. Like, it's reminding you what you were built for. There's something that you feel like you were built for that you didn't get the chance to bring it out in the world for whatever the reason. Doesn't even matter, right? Because it's about bringing it out now. Here it is. So your future self is asking you to take an action, asking you to move forward. And by the way, this is the 2 of Wands, and Justice is bringing out the Ace of Wands. So I have no doubt you're going the right way. It's more, do you have doubt? If you have doubt, it's pretty clear. There's no reason, because even Destiny is backing up this new beginning. Destiny's here too. Grab it, right? I'm here for you. The wheel's turning in your favor. It's good luck, however you want to look at it, right? But it has to start with you, right? Here's the passion. It's been there. Future self is telling you that. Now it's the movement. If you choose. If you choose. Okay. Why I feel like I'm talking so fast in your reading, Pisces. Oh. calming myself down a minute. I could just feel all that, you know, and I get into it and it just consumes me. So grab a drink. We have the Page of Wands. Maybe your journey is just beginning to figure out what your gifts are. What are you good at? You know, what brings fire into your belly, that type of thing. I feel like some of you, you're trying to figure that out. But I do still, even if I don't know exactly what it is I want to bring to the world, I still have this feeling of needing more peace and quiet, because one of the reasons why is because I want to figure this out, right? I have this yearning within me, so I still have that pull. I just don't have the full clarity over what are my gifts, you know? And for some of you, it's something you've learned. So it may not be something you were born with, but something you learned. That's okay, right? It could be a violin, you know? I picked up a violin when I was a kid, and I got lessons, and I miss it. It used to calm my energy down, right? Oh, man, if that's you, bring out that violin. Because I feel like someone is quite good at it. I have the Knight of Wands. Movement, quickly, come on, something's coming in, something's coming in. You know, when I'm thinking about what I'm passionate about and what I really do want to concentrate on, it comes back to you very quickly. The wheel's like, boom, what are you thinking about? Boom, there it is. There it is. Seriously, what are you thinking about? Oh, there it is. There opens the path, right? Oh, there's another pebble. Keep going, keep following the pebbles. It's that type of thing. They'll keep coming. They'll keep coming quickly because you're in the energy of destiny. I kind of love that. It's something that you are presenting outward, you know, whenever the time is. I can't help think some of you it's a book, because I feel for some of you would just love to go to it. It's like a little country house and just give me peace and quiet and let me write. And maybe that somehow comes to be. There's this quick movement, though. And I definitely feel, especially with the page against the wand, you know, and it's energy too. I don't want to say be careful what I wish for, but I feel like it's better than what I wished for. Let's put it that way. It may not look exactly like I asked, but it's in the family of it, and it's still better than what I had hoped for, right? Especially when I was back thinking about it, you know, when I was in this heavy energy, I didn't understand how good it could be. Once I made this movement and I focused here, I did not know how good it could be. So the universe is showing you, like, quickly. Maybe that's what you require to continue to have trust, right? But it's coming in, I just want to tell you, it's coming in like pebbles. And so to me, pebbles are like little signs. Okay, go this way. No, go this way. You know, and you're about to turn down a very resistant path, and you might find that the universe gets your attention. Maybe a thunderbolt has to hit beside you. You know what I mean? Like, whatever has to happen. And you're like, well, what? Whoa, what was that? If you say, whoa, what was that? Just say, thank you. Thank you. I got it. I got it. You want me to think about continuing to go this way? You know, maybe I was doing something without really thinking it over, just half-assed, and the universe is like, that's not going to help you with what it is you truly want to do. So, signs in all different ways, you know, to try to wake you up before you do. I had that happen to me when I was walking down the basement steps, and you know, dummy me, I didn't turn a light on because I'm like, well, I know the steps. And my foot was out to go down to the next step, and I heard my name from a man very deep, like Sandy, in my head, and it startled me. I was like, what the fuck? So I ran up the steps, and then I got my shit together, and then I went back and I turned the light on, and I think I had to go down. I think I was doing laundry or something, so I was like, I had to go down. But when I did, though, I knew it was coming in my head, so I didn't think there was a spirit there. I thought it was in me. But I looked, and the step was broken. And if I would have stepped on that, I would have fell down the steps, and I would have hit concrete, cement, you know? And nobody was there, so who knows what could have happened. That's what I'm talking about, like little signs. And maybe I wasn't even paying attention, so they had to scream it. But it worked. Okay. Here I am getting excited again. It's hard for me to stay calm in your energy. Okay, let's keep going. You know, some of you may have been saving money to buy a home. And again, maybe not everyone happy about it, but I feel like, you know, ultimately it makes you happy. Maybe dreaming about buying a home, and you know, if you're actively trying to save, you know, even if it's a little, because a little will eventually be a lot. And you're putting that effort in. You're showing the universe, I'm willing to do my part in it, and the universe will do its part. Yeah, maybe the perfect house comes on the market, and you know, I still don't have enough money though. But then the perfect, I don't know, like some type of program opens up where it then allows you to have home ownership. You know, I just feel like these are the signs to look for. Okay, why do we have a card down here? All right, I have the Death card of Scorpio. I have the United Pentacles. A few of you may be hooking up with a Scorpio in this business idea. This may be what ends up to be your soulmate in this business, in this venture. Let's call it a venture. But it does have to do with your foundation. Again, it's showing me the energy of ending something, like not being resistance to the end of something. To maybe, you know, some of you, I may be quitting a job. I may be adding more, you know, I'm feeling so many different things. Like some of you, you're adding in a class, you're taking a class to improve your business, to improve your venture. Let's put it that way, your, whatever this business venture is. So some of you, I'm actually taking a class. I'm learning what I can. I'm learning. I want to absorb it, right? This is you absorbing this information, and then, boop, you know, and then moving forward with it. By the way, all under the energy of your higher self, of your future self. So you must feel good in that, right? And it is the energy of, don't resist what you're feeling. Don't resist what this yearning is, and don't resist the signs. I keep saying that, and I apologize, but I feel like I have to. You know, many of you, you know, the blessings are still behind you, but they're there. You know, but they're behind you, and I'm feeling them, like this King of Cups. You know, his ships are behind him. But does he not look connected? He's intuitively feeling that his ships are coming to him. you know, if this has to do with love, then the king knows I have to get ready. I have to get the kingdom ready. Getting the kingdom ready means I need to get myself ready, right? I need to be in the receiving mode. Receiving mode, because some of you, you've been, you know, you're in this independent energy, which is good, but remember, earlier, it's like, don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. So it's just showing it to me so nicely. And then the movement again. Let's keep going. And I have to tell you, whatever this is, this accomplishment's going to be, or already is, it did not come without struggle. You had to overcome things to get to where you are, or where you will be. You know, and if I had to overcome a lot of things, you know, I am now moving into smooth energy. That's good news. So the constant resistance now kind of goes away. I gotta let it goes away, and I move into smoother energy. Beautiful. For some of you, this is hence where the soulmate enters, and or I allow now. Right now, I'm open to it. I'm open to new projects, new people to collaborate with. I'm opening myself up creatively. You know, you still have you in mind in the building of your life, but you're opening up the channels. Interesting. So you're probably going to be all kinds of characters entering your life. I go back and I think about how I felt earlier. You know, I'd like to leave this whole crew behind me and find a new soul, like a soul family. Well, that's exactly what's happening here. It's exactly what's happening. So that's why I felt it earlier. Okay, well, Cherry is here. All right, I have the 10 of Wands, and I have the Chariot. So, look at this. Look at the difference in energy. 10 of Wands. You know, 10 of Wands, I feel like is the energy where I've been in here for a while. Maybe I've been responsible for everyone. You know, my children, my husband, my wife, right? You know, I'm a teacher, the students, you know, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, the patients. Like, I've been responsible for, feels like so many for so long. Maybe I don't remember how to live just for me, right? Move into this 9 of Cups energy. Though it is what you want. It is what you want. So, you know, this is, again, about beginnings and endings for you, right? Something is ending so something new can begin, but it's showing you there is nothing to fear here. Matter of fact, because you're in this energy, it's hard to then imagine being in this energy. You know, I start to think, well, it's impossible. How? It's within you. It's all within you. It's always been within you, right? It's the desire. The desire has to be more than my comfort. I'm just used to taking care of people. I'm used to people dumping things on me, on my shoulders. I'm used to picking up for people, right? People don't finish their own damn projects, and I have to finish it, or I need to redo it. Like, what's the sense? I should have just done it, or maybe I do. Kind of like you have a little bit of Virgo energy there, right? I might as well just do it myself, right? I had to redo it anyway. And, you know, that all existed, but it's saying now, if you want, which you do, I want to move into my own desires now, right? What fulfills me? What brings me happiness? And happiness is going to be fulfilled within, right? So it's partly what you're seeking. That's partly why I'm seeing I want to go to a country. I want to go to the country, and I want to be somewhere I want peace and quiet. So you are seeking it. And now you have to allow it. And you know, it is going to take you moving out of your comfort zone. But nonetheless, it shows very quickly, it is better than you expected. Okay, better than you expected. You know, this Chariot up here is not in movement, but we know it means movement, right? But this Chariot down here is now in movement. So they're off to the races here. Whoa. Okay, that's just too many cards. Okay, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to pick them all up because I want to look at these over here. I have a feeling I need to take a couple cards on them to give a little bit more clarity. I also want to bring in the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, look where his lantern's at. It's to illuminate this Pentacles. How can I bring it? How can I bring it to me, right? What do I need? What do I need to know within myself? And also the energy of I want to feel. I want to feel that it's the right thing. I want to feel that I should reach out for it, that type of thing. So there you are. Okay. And, you're seeking awareness over it. And then the Lovers and the Two Pentacles is also tied to that energy. So I know part of you, some of you, some of you, this Ace of Pentacles, which to me sometimes means I just wanted to come to my physical world, right? I don't want it to be up here in my dreams. I wanted to come to my physical world. This is what you want to manifest. And for some of you, it is someone in particular, but for others, it's the type of love, right? You want that connection. You want that connection. And you're kind of feeling that yearning towards love, right? Maybe you haven't felt that in a while, but it's like, I don't want to feel it, but I am. I don't know, I'd go with the flow, because then you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Magician. So whatever you learn in the Hermit energy, you bring to life in the Magician's energy. Like, it very easily tells us what it is, right? I'm manifesting something I can bring to my material world, something that feels of abundance for me. So not something, half-assed, something that feels abundant to me. If it's a person, someone who helps me grow myself, right? But what I have in between the Hermit and the Magician is the Two of Pentacles. So they're trying to figure it out. Should I? When? What do I do here? And, I feel like you'll figure it out. For some of you, this Two of Pentacles could be also that move. Do I move? Do I change my location? Because I have you in the energy of being willing to, right? I'm in the Magician's energy, I'm willing, right? I see the benefit of it. I feel the benefit of it, right? I've taken all my hardship and I've turned them into strength. So that's what I use now, right? They don't weigh me down. They now become my strengths. So this is the energy I pull on. I feel like nothing comes to us when it's just nice and peaceful. It comes with a little disruption. And maybe you need that little disruption. Anyway, it's a soulmate. For some of you, you want me to say twin flame, and I have the energy here, so. Okay, what I want to do is I'm just going to take a couple cards, really on the whole thing. So Jeremy is coming into your atmosphere. It just is. I have a lot of Mercury right here with the Hermit and the Lovers. This could give us some type of clue, because I do feel, I wonder if Mercury's in retrograde now. And the reason I said that all of a sudden is because I did a reading yesterday for another sign, and But my God, I thought it was so profound. And then I went to upload it and it was gone. 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 An hour and a half of my work where I just felt like it was profound was gone. And it's devastating when that happens to, it devastates me. And then I had to just say to myself, it's probably Mercury retrograde. Something like that is beyond my control. I can't get it back. Just do another one. And that's what I did. But, it was like, it hit me in the heart because I know these words aren't always just my words. So I hate losing a message. So what was my point? Oh, my point is there's a lot of Mercury on the table. So Mercury retrograde may have something to do with this also, okay? Well, Mercury retrograde can bring someone back from the past. There you go. Now, if it's already in retrograde, and I'm shooting this early, it's October 17th, I think. So, and don't worry about that. Time's fluid. Whenever you see it, it's the right time for you. But nonetheless, if Mercury is in retrograde, then maybe it's when it goes direct. Okay, but I kind of feel like it's in retrograde with the Two of Pentacles. Like, whoa, I got to balance this. I got to balance maybe receiving exactly what I wanted when I'm still in this kind of, can I energy. Two of Pentacles that says, yes, you can juggle it, you can figure it out. You've been here before. It gets better very quickly. I didn't even know I had cards down here. Okay, let's look at these. Okay, these came in reverse, but I just don't feel them in reverse. I have to turn them up. All right, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. So, hello. This is answering a question for some of us. Is this someone of the past? Is this someone that I previously broken up with? The answer is yes. It also shows us in here that both of us suffered, right? We both suffered, maybe one a little bit more than the other. But, and whether we feel their suffering is right or not, that's not the question. The question, or the answer, or what I'm saying is two people suffered, okay? Whether I accept it, I don't. It's just the way it is. Two people suffered. And that's, it's okay. What we're really looking at is like, who is this person for us? So, showing the previous connection that was broken, right? I always love seeing the bird right here because I feel like just whispering in the ear. She's saying, and look, she's standing on the sword, and look what comes out, the sword. So, is the spirit trying to get your attention, right? Trying to get your attention, even though here I have the sword, or the sword in my back, trying to get your attention about something. Raven is usually what? A message, right? Messenger. So, I want to tell you about something that's coming in, right? Something's coming in, I want to tell you. She turns her head like she's willing to hear it. I'm willing to hear it. And then here's this ace. And it's almost like the ice is melted, right? Because there are swords also. And here's swords. And look at the difference in the energy. The ice around this couple. It got icy. It got hot. It got, not hot. It got, probably got a little coral. That type of thing. But look at this. So, who am I to argue here that this does not look like a rebirth of it? For some of you, maybe it was your question, and I almost hate saying this, is the answer yes? Well, this is my yes card, and it keeps coming out this month as a yes card. But I want you to use your common sense too, you know what I mean? This isn't about then turning my focus and only think about this person. Make sure it's for you, because if someone was a complete asshole to you, then I'm not necessarily saying that person, and listen, I'm not really worried about it because the universe is really at work here. You just pay attention to the signs, and if it's you, the signs will take you where you want to go, okay? Just follow them. If it's not you, just keep paying attention to your own signs, and it'll still take you to where you want to go, right? It's showing us that because well, the old spread, the Nine of Cups is right in the middle. So it's about everyone's dreams, right? And moving into much more peaceful, happy type of energy. A lot more laughter around me, that type of thing. Okay, anyway. And then over here, I have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So for some of you, there could definitely be a Gemini. But then again, we had Libra too, didn't we? And we didn't have the star come out, but could be Aquarius. We have the Page of Cups. We have that Nine of Cups again. And look at that, we have the Six of Swords. Wow. So there you are, walking away from the Nine of Cups energy. Right? Look at what's attached to the Nine of Cups. The Page of Cups. Look at the healing that takes place when I'm in this Nine of Cups energy. Maybe when I'm in the healing energy, I feel like the Nine of Cups. Am I doing... Yeah. I feel like I'm in the Nine of Cups, no matter where. Maybe when I'm in meditation, I feel like I'm here. And you know what? If that's the case, that's great. Because eventually, you will be there, right? You will be there. Shows you. Right? I'm moving towards brighter days, brighter skies. Snow goes away. The chill. The chilliness, right, in the air. That type of thing. Towards awareness. But I did spend a minute or two in the healing process and allowed myself to feel this Nine of Cups energy. You know, and here you are, you feel it, and then what happens? It produces itself. It produces itself, right? That's what it's showing us here. Maybe here I'm letting down the regrets. I'm letting down the hardships, right? I'm forgiving, and I'm forgiving myself. You know, I'm truly, in this energy, in the Six of Swords energy, I'm truly looking for a more spiritual purpose, right? I want to know, I want to really feel life. Not just like the going to the bars and that type of thing. I want to know more, right? I want to be surrounded by those type of people. And so you will be. But it's also the energy of, you know, being independent for a little bit, allowing the healing process to take place. And then when you feel the yearning, right, when you see the sign, it's about being willing then to move forward. Where's she walking to? Well, she's leaving the Nine of Cups, so she must be walking to the Ten of Cups. We know that because here it is, minus the Ten of Cups. But I'm sure if I shuffle, and I think I may do one more, it'd probably come out. I can't help to think this is a great, really great connection with the Lovers and the Two of Cups side by side, and the Magician with them. And let's just do one more shuffle. It's almost like I'm testing now. Ow. Ow. I just got a cramp in my hand. I'm testing the universe, and I just got this cramp. Don't test the universe. Nine of Swords. Well, you know what? I think that was for me. I really do. But, I mean, we'll leave it on the table, but I think that's for me. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, I'm walking towards destiny, right? Seven of Swords, we have the Six of Swords right here. And that's what seven is. Seven is one of the most spiritual numbers. I may even be looking at my own ways here, right? Looking at my own ways. Putting down, you're definitely putting things down. What's he doing there? It's like he's preparing himself. You know, he knows that there is a journey in front of him. You know, and maybe doesn't know when the next time he can eat, and so he's preparing. You know, I don't know what exactly exists out there, so I'm just going to prepare myself and go anyway. I'm certainly not going to not go, right? I'm not going to not go. I'm going to go. I'm just going to prepare myself as much as I can. Maybe I prepare myself for the first 3 months, right? And then I'll stop and I'll gather again. And I'll go to the next, I don't have to think about, like, ultimately how much food will I need to travel 500 miles, because I couldn't carry all that, right? I'm on foot. So I have to live in the moment every day to get to the ultimate place, right? And here's the wheel. So, the universe has your back. It tells me that the sun will be at your back. And maybe this is the energy it's talking about, Pisces. It's just the explorer. Like, be the explorer without the expectations. Be excited to whatever comes in front of you, because a lot of it you're manifesting. Think about that. Think about what you're creating. And don't just create about a lover. It's love, right? It's love. The right love will show up depending on where you're at. Like, where's my energy? This is who I'll receive, right? What I put out, I get. Anyway. So it's just about preparing in the present moment, not trying to look so far down the road. And plus, if I'm focusing on this moment and I'm busy in this thing, what's happening out there seems to get to me quicker than if I just focused on that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's like watching a pot of water boil, When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? If instead I'm over here and I'm doing this, and maybe I'm creating a beautiful, I'm painting and I'm doing this, and I'm redoing my home and I'm painting the walls and getting new curtains and blah, blah, blah. And next thing I know, bling, my phone rings. Wow. Here it is. Here's the day. Right? I wasn't waiting. I was living and allowing it to rise up to me to where I'm at. And that's what you're doing, because this is soulmate energy. So both have to be in that type of energy. But I hope that you find that type of flow, because I feel like it's really important how I'm talking about the flow, that you try to adapt it somewhat going forward. Maybe it's just for the present moment, but nonetheless, it helps in what it is you want to produce in your life. And I think I'm going to leave it there, because I feel like I'm like, wah, 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 wah. I know if I talk too much, then I lose you. And I don't want you to lose this message. So I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I love you to death. You know that. Love you so much. Always love doing Pisces reading. I always know it's going to get me right in the heart. And it did. You can see how excited I get when I do your reading. I really have to learn to calm myself when I do your reading. So that may be something you want to think about. Like, when you start to get really excited about something, just take a moment and just calm your energy, right? Just calming it a little. There's no right or no wrong going on. I just feel better when I'm calmer. And so it is. I love you guys. Thank you for your beautiful donations. It's keeping the channel alive, kind of, sort of. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for hitting the little bell. Those who are new, welcome. I hope you do subscribe. I hope you all hit the like button. Give me a little love. And that's it. Just go enjoy your life. I'm curious to see what your comments. I always love the comments after I'm done with the video. I may not, I'm trying to find the time to get in there and comment more. I swear I have a short attention span, even though I'm a Virgo. With certain things, especially email. I'm horrible at email. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you that. Yeah, I love listening to your comments after reading. It gives me so much clarity. It shows me that you're getting the messages. Thank you for sharing this video too. I really appreciate it. And thanks to those who are also sharing my daughter's videos too. I appreciate it. Jenny Love Tarot. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to let it go. I love you guys. I love you guys. I don't know why I'm stumbling with my words again. Have a beautiful month and life. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.